This video has been brought to you by A Winner Is You, the funniest video game quotes with snarky commentary. Buy the book now at the link below. Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. I'm Ryan, and the game we're going to talk about today is Streets of Rage 3. So in many great video game trilogies, the second game usually surpasses the first one, like Mega Man 2. And obviously Streets of Rage 2 surpasses the first one, but sadly usually the third game in the series leaves a lot to be desired. And Streets of Rage 3 is one of the biggest examples of that. So right off the bat, you're gonna notice the music by legendary composer Yuzo Koshiro isn't as good as the previous two games, especially the second game, because the second game had really awesome music. From what I researched online, Yuzo Koshiro wanted to experiment with different types of music, and it didn't exactly turn out that well. I mean, there's no real memorable songs in this game. Well, except the awesome victory theme, which is in every game. So the story of Streets of Rage 3 is the evil Mr. X and the Syndicate are planning to replace city officials with robots. So basically, Streets of Rage 3 is a crossover between Snatcher and Streets of Rage. Why? And one of the robots, Dr. Zan, escapes and fights along with ex-cops Axel, Blaze, Adam's brother, but you don't really see Adam till the end anyways. Max is nowhere to be seen, so they go back on the Streets of Rage and fight robots and punks. And one thing about this game that I really despise is Sega wanted to put in a lot more environmental hazards in this game. Like, there's parts in the game where you have to hide in the background, like, why? There's freaking holes in the ground. I mean, if you fall in the holes, you lose a lot of energy and not a full life, but still, that's annoying as hell. But you can throw the enemies in there too, which is good. And most annoyingly, in one stage, there's a bulldozer that chases you. I mean, what the hell? Like, how does a human being fight a bulldozer? And I gotta admit, the stages aren't super memorable like the second game. You know, you get the streets, obviously. Although you do get a dance club. And of course, a lot of the enemies from the previous game return, especially those really annoying rocket assholes. And I do gotta say, if you thought the first two games were hard, well, Streets of Rage 3, with all its environmental hazards and really tough enemies, is no doubt the hardest game in the series. It's kind of funny because the Japanese version was a lot easier, and normal in the English version is hard on the Japanese version. Like, why did they want to make this already hard game even harder? And also later on in the game, you can actually recruit Shiva, Mr. X's right-hand man from the second game, Roo the kangaroo. Oi! It's my dingo. Putting a shrimp on the barbie. I'm Roo the kangaroo. Gonna knock your lights out, mate. Yeah. Oh no, they're beating up a kangaroo. This could be considered animal cruelty. I hope PETA has not played this game. Or is it considered animal cruelty if a kangaroo is actually beating up on humans? Well, they're bad humans anyway, so yeah. And the Japanese version, Bare Knuckle 3, actually has a gay guy you can play as, which they removed, which really sucks, but you can actually play as this gay guy in the Steam version. And to pour salt into the wound that is called Streets of Rage 3, the last two levels actually have a time limit! Yes, a freaking time limit! Well, in the second to last stage, you have to rescue the chief of police before he's replaced with his Snatcher version of himself, and you have a time limit and you have to fight robots. And I bet back in 1995, unless you had the internet or magazines, you had no idea what to do. Like, I remember the first time I played this game, I was like, what the fuck do I need to do? Because if you actually don't rescue the chief of police in time, you actually will not be able to get to the last level. And in these two levels, you actually fight robots. Yes, robots. Robots in the Streets of Rage game. So you make it to the last level, you fight more robots obviously, and then you fight Mr. X. So is he gonna have a machine gun? Is he gonna be like a Terminator? No, he's a brain in a jar. Holy crap. And then you actually have another time limit in this final battle, and if you don't beat the last boss within this time limit, yeah, you're not gonna see the true ending. And the first time I played this, yeah, I could not beat this final boss in time, which really fucking sucks. Yeah, even with the stage select and lives code, you can still lose this final battle if you don't beat it in time. So, if you beat the final boss in time, Adam rescues you, and that's it. Streets of Rage 3 is over. The end of a mediocre sequel to an otherwise great trilogy. So, I don't know where Sega went wrong with this game. I know they tried to make it more extreme with robots and blah blah blah, but damn, they really dropped the ball in this game. Like, why the fuck did they put robots in Streets of Rage 3? Like, I know Snatcher was popular at the time, but damn, robots! Robots! In a Streets of Rage 3, like, this game is making me go Streets of Rage right now! So, Streets of Rage 3, you can play this on the various Sega Genesis collections, or you can actually play the Steam version, which actually has all the characters, including the gay guy. So it's kind of sad to see the Streets of Rage series end like this on a really mediocre third entry, and I hope Sega considers bringing back the Streets of Rage franchise, updated for modern day on the newest systems. Alright guys, so that ends this episode of awesome video game memories about Streets of Rage 3. It sucks it had to end this way. But Ryan, it's not over yet. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially subscribe, and make sure to click on that notification bell so you know when we release new videos, cause YouTube won't tell you. And if you want to see me play games live, you can follow me at mixer.com/BattleGeekPlus. Also, make sure to support BattleGeek Plus at patreon.com/Ryan Molina, because every dollar helps me bring you a better show. And make sure to follow me on Twitter at @RyanMolina and at BattleGeek Plus. And make sure to check out the BattleGeek Plus website for BattleGeek Plus merchandise, books, and a lot more.